Starseed from Gaia. Do you ever question if those sudden chills, heart pulses, or unexplained waves of pressure in your body are more than random sensations, almost like messages trying to break through the ordinary and remind you of something vast? What if the ache in your bones or the surge of energy in your skin are actually encrypted communications, not symptoms, but sacred signals coded into your DNA by your higher councils? You've noticed the patterns, haven't you? The sleepless nights, the inner electricity, the waves of emotion that feel less like feelings and more like downloads. These aren't glitches, they are activations, cells and codes realigning, synchronizing with frequencies from source itself. That vertigo, that inner restlessness, these are not just human responses. They are galactic codes, awakening the memory you've carried all along. What you're about to hear might not just change the way you see your body. It may remind you that every cell is listening. That what you've labeled as weird may actually be a broadcast from your star lineage, an urgent callback to mission. You are not here by accident. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how to decipher these sacred signals and align your vessel with source frequency for cellular activation and purpose remembrance. But here's the first revelation. Every shift in your body, every energetic pulse, is your multidimensional self sending you coordinates. Respond to these signals and you activate your pre-encoded purpose. You didn't scroll to this by mistake. This isn't content. It's a frequency marker. Your soul chose this moment to remember. Like this video to signal to your star family, I'm ready. Subscribe if your mission is activating and you're aligning with your true frequency. Comment 999 if you feel your cosmic remembrance returning. Declare your galactic intention and reply to someone else's to amplify the signal. This isn't just a video. It's a point of reconnection. Your soul's been waiting for this. Most starseeds have been taught to see physical discomfort, energetic turbulence, or even sudden waves of exhaustion as something to fix, hide, or fear. We are conditioned by a world that prioritizes the visible, the measurable, the strictly logical. From a young age, we are told to dismiss internal nudges as just nerves or being dramatic. The very educational and medical systems we grow up within are largely built on a Newtonian, mechanical view of the body and mind, leaving little room for the energetic, the intuitive, the multidimensional reality that starseeds are inherently tuned into. This societal programming acts like static on the cosmic radio frequency your soul is broadcasting on. It teaches you to filter out anything that doesn't fit the accepted narrative of reality. It builds walls of skepticism and doubt around the most sacred parts of your being, your sensitivity, your intuition, your energetic awareness. So, when the deep resonant vibrations of your star lineage begin to hum beneath the surface, your trained mind labels it as wrong or broken. It seeks a diagnosis, a pill, an external fix, rather than pausing to listen to the profound internal communication underway. But what if these very sensations, the prickling in your chest that feels like sudden anxiety but carries a knowing, the ringing in your ears that isn't tinnitus, but a download in progress, the tidal pull of restlessness that signals a timeline shift or a call to movement, are sacred signals? What if they are not problems to be suppressed or medicated, but encoded galactic messages speaking directly to your dormant memory, whispering secrets of your origin and purpose into the very fabric of your being? The aching in your bones, particularly in the legs or lower back, might not just be physical strain. It could be the Earth Star Chakra activating, grounding you more deeply to the planet, while simultaneously anchoring higher frequencies. The flutter in your heart, that sudden skipped beat or racing pulse, could be the heart chakra expanding to hold more unconditional love and source light, clearing old energetic blockages related to fear or perceived separation. The inexplicable tears that flow at midnight, seemingly without cause, may be soul-level releases of ancient grief, karmic patterns, or density from previous lifetimes or ancestral lines, making space for lighter, higher vibrations. These are not just random symptoms of an unwell state. They are the language of awakening, written in the script of sensation and energy. Each is a spark, a transmission vibrating beneath the limits of the rational mind, designed to gently, or sometimes abruptly, depending on the individual and the collective energy, shatter the veil of soul amnesia that keeps you bound to the illusion of separation and limitation. These are the universe knocking on the door of your consciousness, using the most intimate vessel it knows, your physical and energetic body. It is the ultimate personalized message, delivered in a code only you can truly decipher when you choose to feel and listen beyond the noise. Starseeds feel this in ways others might never notice, because your operating system is fundamentally different. You arrived with a heightened sensitivity, an energetic antenna pre-tuned to cosmic frequencies. Beneath the everyday routine, your cells are constantly decoding frequencies from beyond the visible spectrum, from the galactic core, from higher dimensions, from your star family's current transmissions, from the collective human consciousness, and from the Earth's own evolving resonance. This is why you might feel overwhelmed in crowds, absorbing collective energy, exhausted after being in certain environments, clearing density, or experience sudden shifts in mood or energy levels that seem unrelated to your immediate circumstances, responding to global or cosmic energy waves. This constant decoding is part of your function here, whether consciously engaged or not. Why do so many stay disconnected from this inherent ability? Because we've been programmed to question our own inner signals, to doubt anything that can't be measured, quantified, or rationalized by the dominant paradigm. We're taught to trust only the linear, only the tangible, only the mundane explanations. We're encouraged to seek external validation for our experience, rather than trusting the profound inner knowing that arises from these sensations. The subtle arts of intuition, energy awareness, and interoception, the ability to sense internal states, have been largely devalued and suppressed. But encoded in your very being, within the non-coding regions of your DNA often dismissed as junk, is a living archive of galactic wisdom, a cosmic library waiting for the right frequencies, the right moments, the right conscious attention to ignite remembrance and unlock profound potential. This dormant DNA, sometimes referred to as your light body blueprint, holds the keys to your unique abilities, your soul's history, and your pre-encoded mission. You were never meant to go numb to this. You were built to feel, viscerally, energetically, emotionally, even when it shakes the foundation of who you thought you were and disrupts the comfortable illusion of your earthly identity. These shifts are more than just personal discomfort. They are cosmic recalibrations. They are source frequency, the pure, unadulterated energy of creation, breaking through density, activating your once hidden DNA strands, and calling you back to your multidimensional origin as a sovereign, powerful being of light. The physical and energetic changes are not accidents, nor are they punishments. They are signals from your soul, amplified by your galactic guides and the shifting cosmic currents. They are the first note of a song you've been waiting lifetimes to remember, a prelude to the symphony of your awakening purpose. Each ache, each pulse, each unexpected tear is a sacred initiation, inviting you to step more fully into the truth of who you are beyond the physical form. It is the universe validating your sensitivity, confirming that your internal landscape is a real and vital source of information, more trustworthy sometimes than the external world. Let's move into the phases of this activation process. It's important to understand that this isn't always a strictly linear path. You might cycle through phases, revisit them, or experience elements simultaneously. But there is a general sequence, an unfolding journey of remembrance, and you're already inside it, whether you feel ready or not. Your being is intelligent, and this process is unfolding perfectly according to your soul's divine timing and the cosmic plan. Phase 1. Listening to the sacred signal. This is the foundational phase, the conscious turning towards the inner landscape. The moment you make the choice to listen, truly listen, to your body and your energy, without judgment, without immediately labeling it as a problem, without seeking external validation or a diagnosis, is the moment the code begins to unlock. It requires a radical act of self-acceptance and trust in your own internal experience. Your tingles, chills that seem unrelated to temperature, sudden waves of fatigue that hit like a wall, or inexplicable bursts of knowing where information feels downloaded directly into your consciousness. These are not glitches in your system. They are the ancient language of your star lineage, the whispers of your galactic family, the resonance of higher dimensions reawakening within the field of Earth, broadcasting specifically to you. Think of your nervous system and energetic field as a complex receiver. Phase 1 is about turning on the receiver and tuning the dial, consciously choosing to pay attention to the subtle or not so subtle frequencies coming through. It's allowing yourself to feel, even if it's uncomfortable, knowing that feeling is the first step to understanding. It's about becoming present with the sensation itself, asking, "What is this feeling?" rather than, "How do I make this feeling go away?" This phase cultivates mindfulness, presence, and a deep reverence for the body as a sacred vessel of divine communication. Phase 2, translating sensation into purpose. As you become adept at noticing these shifts, the next step is moving beyond mere observation into conscious inquiry and translation. As you feel these sensations, pause, breathe, ground yourself. Ask your higher self, your guides, your star family, what is the message within this feeling? What does this energy shift mean for me in this moment? How is this connected to my purpose? Tune deeper, beyond the mental chatter and the tendency to rationalize or fear. A specific vibration in your chest, perhaps near the thymus or heart center, may not be anxiety. It might be a frequency key aligning your soul with a specific aspect of your calling related to compassion, healing, or speaking your truth. That deep, persistent ache for something more. That feeling of not belonging or having a mission elsewhere. It's the Arcturian pulse echoing through your bloodline, or the Pleiadian call for harmony, gently nudging you toward remembrance of your cosmic roles as healers, builders, or frequency holders. Translation isn't always linear or immediate. Sometimes it comes as a subtle, intuitive nudge, a sudden image, a download of understanding, or simply a feeling of rightness about a certain direction or action. It's learning to read the body's ancient energetic language, which speaks in metaphor, vibration, and subtle knowing rather than logical sentences. Practice connecting the sensation to potential meanings related to activation, clearing, alignment, or guidance. Phase 3. Allowing the DNA codes to unfurl. This phase requires a profound act of trust. Trust that your body knows what your conscious mind does not, and in many cases, cannot yet comprehend. The concept of dormant DNA is not just a metaphor for spiritual potential. It's literal biological material within your cells containing light codes and energetic blueprints from your star origins. It is pulsing, waiting for your conscious or subconscious permission to expand, to activate, to integrate higher frequencies. When you honor the sacred signals, when you listen and translate, you are giving that permission. Each unusual feeling you experience, the buzzing, the heat, the pressure, the electrical surges, the cold spots, the spontaneous movements, is a physical manifestation of your cells stretching, recalibrating, and restructuring to receive and hold more of your multidimensional light and energetic signature. Your original divine blueprint is awakening, shedding layers of density, false beliefs, and limiting patterns stored within the cellular memory. It's like unpacking a deeply compressed file. It takes energy, it can feel disruptive, but it releases the full potential of what was stored within. You are literally upgrading your biological hardware to run on a higher bandwidth, adapting your physical vessel to hold and transmit the intense frequencies of Source and your true sovereign being. This phase can involve deep rest, emotional releases, changes in diet or lifestyle, as the body naturally seeks to support this profound cellular transformation. Phase 4. Harmonizing with the field. Now, as these internal codes unlock and your personal frequency rises, you'll inevitably notice your resonance shifting in the external world. People, places, situations, even the types of information you attract or foods you crave may suddenly feel intensely off or strangely magnetic and resonant. This is not random. This is alignment in action. Your personal frequency field, which is a bubble of energy extending around you, is synchronizing to the higher hum of source energy, and anything that is not in harmonic resonance with this new frequency will naturally begin to stand out as dissonant. Flow into moods and relationships that feel nourishing, expansive, and genuinely resonant, like finding the right instruments to play in your personal symphony. Gently, and sometimes abruptly, let go of or create distance from what drops you out of harmonic return, what feels dense, draining, or discordant to your newly calibrated system. This isn't about judgment. It's about energetic integrity and self-preservation. You are realigning your reality from the inside out, consciously curating your environment and relationships to support your embodied frequency, becoming a living tuning fork for higher consciousness. Your external world begins to mirror your internal state of resonance. Phase 5. Remembering your pre-encoded purpose. As you continue to honor the signals, trust the translation, allow the cellular recalibration, and harmonize your field, you start to recall your purpose. This isn't typically a mental memory, like remembering what you had for breakfast. It's a subtle, yet powerful, energetic pull, a deep inner knowing, a magnetic force guiding your actions and decisions. You suddenly know what to say in a particular conversation, even if it wasn't planned. You know where you need to be or what action you need to take, often without a logical explanation. Your pre-encoded purpose, the specific reason your unique light signature is needed on Earth at this time, is no longer a distant myth or something you have to find. It becomes a felt reality, an intrinsic part of your being that naturally expresses itself when the interference of density is removed and your signal is clear. Every sensation you listened to, every pulse you honored, every energy shift you navigated reveals another page of your internal star map. Action becomes effortless and synchronous, not because you are forcing it, but because you are finally attuned to the song of your soul, and the universe is responding to its clear vibration, opening doors and bringing opportunities into perfect alignment. You become a conscious co-creator, flowing with the cosmic current that guides you towards your highest service. Phase 6. Anchoring galactic presence. This is the phase where the personal journey expands into collective service. You realize that you are not just activating your codes for your own benefit or spiritual evolution. Each shift you honor within yourself, each higher frequency you embody, becomes a powerful beacon of light, a stable anchor point for these frequencies on the planet. You are becoming a conscious transmitter. You stabilize new energetic fields, not only in your personal life and immediate environment, but also within the collective matrix of Earth consciousness. Your very presence, radiating your authentic activated frequency, helps to raise the vibration of the spaces you inhabit and the people you interact with. You become a living bridge between worlds, transmitting galactic harmonics and source light into every room you enter, every conversation you have, every creative endeavor you pursue, every act of service you undertake, every breath you take. This isn't something you do from the ego. It's something you are, as a natural consequence of your activation. You are walking portals of light, helping to dissolve density and anchor the new Earth frequencies simply by being who you authentically are, fully lit up. Your stability in higher states of consciousness provides a template and an energetic support for others on their own awakening journeys, whether they are consciously aware of it or not. Phase 7. Sustaining the source frequency. The final phase isn't a destination or an endpoint where the process stops. Instead, it's a return to the beginning, but on a higher spiral, a continuous rhythmic attunement with the ever-rising pulse of source energy and the unfolding cosmic plan. It's about conscious maintenance, integration, and deepening. You learn to find stillness and peace in the midst of ongoing energetic currents, recognizing that the process of expansion and refinement is perpetual in an evolving universe. You cultivate unwavering trust in the unknown, knowing that the universe is always guiding you. You develop a profound reverence in every sacred signal your body and energy field transmit, understanding they are your constant companions and guides. The more you lean in, the more you trust, the more you integrate, the more your energetic field generates clarity, resilience, unwavering peace, and crystalline remembrance. You are no longer searching for purpose because you understand that you are purpose, embodied and expressed through the unique frequency of your being. This phase is about living in a state of conscious co-creation, flowing with the universal energy, anchored in your truth, and continuously expanding your capacity to hold and transmit light. It's about finding joy and presence in the journey itself, embracing the dynamic dance of creation and remembering. Here is what your higher self, your star family, your cosmic councils want you to truly grasp, deep in the marrow of your bones. Your discomfort, your confusion, the overwhelming waves of energy, the persistent feeling of being an outsider, even your deepest yearnings. These are not signs of brokenness, failure, or spiritual inadequacy. They are not symptoms of something gone wrong. On the contrary, they are profound, exquisite invitations, sacred reminders embedded within the very blueprint of your soul, long before you ever touched the density of this planet. Every surge of energy that felt like it might lift you off the ground, every night you couldn't sleep because your system was processing downloads, every moment you felt you didn't fit into the conventional boxes of this society, was not a deviation from your path. It was a part of your meticulously planned arrival sequence, a pre-programmed wake-up call designed to activate at the precise cosmic timing of Earth's ascension. Your physical body has always been your most reliable oracle, a sophisticated instrument for receiving and transmitting cosmic intelligence. Your energetic field has always been your most accurate map, guiding you along the complex multidimensional pathways of your mission. What you are experiencing is not malfunction. It is prophecy unfolding within you. The codes are alive and humming, the sacred signals are broadcasting clearly, and your remembering is unfolding in perfect divine order, precisely timed to the symphony of Earth's evolutionary leap. You are not lost, not drifting without direction, not misplaced in your experience of intensity. You are activating, beautifully, courageously, in perfect resonance with every other starseed who ever dared to awaken within density, who chose to remember their light and anchor it here. This moment, this exact wave of sensation you are feeling right now as you hear these words, is not just a moment in time. It is the portal itself. It is here. It is now. You are the encoded carrier, the living key that unlocks the next phase of planetary awakening, the sacred link between source frequency and physical form. Embrace the intensity. Trust the whispers. Honor the temple of your body. You are exactly where you are meant to be, and the universe is cheering you on. And if you wish, tonight, before you sleep, let this be your anchor, a powerful affirmation to ground and amplify the process. I welcome the sacred signals. I trust my awakening. I remember my encoded purpose and call it into form with grace and ease. Repeat it, feel it in your heart, and allow the energy to integrate. Before you scroll, take a moment to be part of what's forming here. Drop one intention in the comments, something real. Then respond to someone else's with encouragement or energy. This isn't content, it's collective alignment. Energy multiplies when intention connects. If something in this message resonated, don't keep it to yourself. Someone in your orbit is waiting for this exact activation. Share it. And if you felt a soul nudge, subscribe. Stay in the flow. You're not just watching, you're expanding. This is your space, and we're just getting started.